It's time for the heat races here at Bakersfield Speedway. We are in the middle of September 16th, Saturday night, and it is the most beautiful weather we've seen here in weeks, months at Bakersfield. So very excited to see this event get ready to go as we're comfortably in t-shirts and pants and shorts, all sorts of stuff out here for the racing weekend. We get ready to go, starting on the pole in the Junior Mini Dwarf Heat Race number 1, the 5X machine. It doesn't look like an X. That looks like... Oh, that is an X. They put a green X over it. Good. The 5X machine of Logan Miller. Outside him, the 21H machine of Seth Hansen. Row number 2 to the inside is the 81 of DJ George. Then we got the 26S of Ethan Johnson. And rounding out the field, the number 1 machine of Jet Yantis. If you look carefully, you'll notice Yantis has got a hairdo. Now that's real special. DJ George, the number 81 machine, he caught a lizard in the pit area. A baby lizard was parading it around in a water bottle. So all sorts of excitement has been going on here today. But we're certainly looking forward to see what's to follow here on this evening. Right in the middle of September. And it's Mini Dwarf time. Miller and Hansen leading the front row, kind of. Out of turn number 4. Green flag is in the air, and 3 wide! That wasn't going to work, and it didn't. Caution flag is going to fly. We haven't completed a lap, but we certainly have completed a wreck. Hansen involved. They went 3 wide into turn number 1. It wasn't going to work. They tried. Looking for the damage here, but looks like both of these cars probably got away with it. These Mini Dwarfs tend to be pretty strong.
Actually, 2 people could eat off that. There's so many fries.
Always good to see these cars get away with something like that. Looks like we have 15 of these Junior Mini Dwarfs. So real nice field for these drivers as they race their way forward throughout the year. And a lot of these drivers looking to move up into divisions. We've seen it numerous times. Always really kind of funny to look at some of the drivers, even in our IMCA modifieds, and just think, man, there was a time when we saw you racing Mini Dwarfs. They don't fit in them now. Most of them don't, but it's certainly a lot of fun. So they're going to restack the field here. It's like a full restart. Everyone's going to get their positions back. That means that 26S machine of Ethan Johnson going to try to do the same thing they did. I think there's some communication errors happening right now.
This is a complete restart. It should be a total of 2 restart. There we go. And of course,
always fun to see the kids racing it up, watching as they learn. I think they're trying to get the start here to look good. They're really encouraging Hansen to stay right up, but now this ATV driver's got to. He's brave. See, they're still encouraging Hansen to stay up. To Miller. I'm not sure Hansen's getting the message. This is why I enjoy the mini dwarfs, though, is that you get. I mean, imagine this during like a cup race broadcast, right? They're talking about the chase and all the intricacies and the setup and all this stuff, and here we have, ladies and gentlemen, Ryan Blaney is unsure if he should be nose to nose with the leader. He just doesn't know. It's all about building confidence, and we're certainly working on that right now. So, heat race action. This is heat race number 1. Technically, we have not started the night of racing. Oh, they're giving Tommy a hard time over here. All right, I think they just reset the starting field. Johnson's not complaining about this one. Now starting on the outside of row number 1. Hansen might be a little bit more comfortable where they are now. So we'll see. Watch for Yantis and that one machine also to be quick on this heat race as we go green. Oh, George is way wide and almost having some contact. We have kind of a Lake Lloyd effect going on over out of turn number 2. Here's Yantis closing in on Miller. Ooh, a little bit of contact for the lead, but Yantis takes it. Lap number 1, exchange for the lead in the junior mini dwarfs. Ethan Johnson now in the 3rd spot. The best battle on track's this one between Hansen and George. Oh, contact. Well, George takes the 4th spot, and now Yantis is gonna try to lap some cars. Hansen's got to hold on here. We're halfway through this heat race. No, we're not. I'm sorry. This is a 6-lap heat race. Hansen spins it out. Keeps it going. White flag is in the air. Oh, Yantis. Checkered flag for Yantis. And you're still crashing. Oh, payback. Yikes. I don't care who you are. That was exciting. They need to have like a 500-lap mini dwarf race somewhere in the world. So yes, I apologize. The mini dwarfs do 6-lap heat races. I actually haven't covered a mini dwarf heat race in a long time myself, and that's because Tommy's usually the one who's up here covering those, and the reason that he usually takes them over, I usually have my not nice shoes on to go walk the track. I forgot to wear my not nice shoes. I'm wearing my I gotta go to work in these shoes, and I know it's a sad excuse, but that's why I'm not walking the track right now, setting up some cameras. Tommy's taking care of it right now.
Get ready for heat race number 2 for your junior mini dwarf cars.
Well, there's your winner, Jet Yantis. Doing a victory lap. Maybe he wants to do heat race number 2 of 3 for the mini dwarfs, the junior mini dwarfs.
The Mom and Dad and the Bank of Dad sponsorship of Carson Conway. Roll through, we pick up the number 7, the CR Motorsports, Papa Dude, Uncle Timmy, Uncle Bryce, Uncle Russ, and Papa Tommy. It's Tucker Terry. Alongside him is 67P of Page Jones.
All right.
Now back all by himself will be.
So this is junior mini dwarf heat race number 2, starting on the pole, the number 5 machine of Chloe Cotton. Outside of Chloe, the 5M of Carson Conway. Row number 2 to the inside, the 7 of Tucker Carey. Paige Jones in the 67P. And rounding out the field, the 12E of Emma McKellar. We're racing. A little bit smoother start to this heat race than it was for heat race number 1. Battle for second heating up. Lap traffic, it's McKellar. And side by side for the second spot. 7 Machine gonna take it over. Yes. Tucker Carey getting by Carson Conway. Leading the way, Chloe Cotton. Chloe gonna put down a lap to the 67P machine. Twilight Sparkle is gonna have to put in some more speed into that car. As we have Cotton rounding turn number 2 and clearly hanging it out wide. Out of turn number 4, it's Chloe Cotton taking the win. Oh, and almost getting taken out. Checkered lap number 6. So our finishing order in that one was Chloe Cotton, 7 Machine of Tucker Carey, 5M of Carson Conway, the top 3. Final junior mini Dwarf heat race coming up. Heat race number 3. Starting on the pole in this one is the 09 machine of Branson Spear. Outside of row number 1, the 84 machine of Wyatt Webb. Then we go to the inside of row number 2 for the 18B machine of Bryson Martin. And the 12N of Adam Knoll. Rounding out the field, the 76 of Stryker Conley. Bumper tag. Rounding turn number 2.
18B of Bryson Martin out of Bakersfield. One thing to film in the home motorsports. Mom and Dad, Special Sellers, Apex Auto Glass, Happy Days, Car Hop, Supermoto, Chevrolet Racing, it's Avenue Left, Emory, California.
All right, next time by, we will be racing. We'll be green flag. Anticipating the start here, Spear and Webb. Your front row, green flag is in the air. Webb jumps to the early lead. Big trouble into turn number 1. Spear gets turned and collects no, that's not Conley. That is, I believe, the 18B machine of Bryson Martin. You see those green flames there? We found out that those are Ninja Turtle flames. Not just any type of flames, but Ninja Turtle flames. Both those cars continue on. And we reset the field. Has anyone been watching Close Encounters recently?
With Wyatt Webb on the outside of the road.
I don't know who's flying this, but they're having fun with it. It could be aliens. We may never know. Where are you going? Had it load up. They ought to have, they do have racing for these kind of things. I don't know if you guys know that, but they're kind of like air races, but for droids. Green flag! I said droids, I meant drones. They probably have iPhone races and all that stuff too. But green flag, Webb again jumps to the lead. Pretty even in the back here, the back 4. Spear holding off Knoll. Look at that outside line move by the 76, some contact. Conley trying to make something happen, making it happen. Looking to the outside, no, maybe of Spear. 76 is running out of racetrack though. Going where they aren't. 3 wide into turn number 1, the battle for third. White flag in the air for Webb. Good racing back here amongst these drivers. This will be a fun main event. Getting all these kids together as we see out of turn number 4. It's Webb seeing the checkered flag and taking it. Ooh, we're racing hard here for the third spot. Goes to Conley. Knoll finishes second. So Martin and Spear round out your finishing order. All right, heat race number 1 for the senior mini dwarfs. It gives us the 72 machine on the pole, Mason Conway. Outside of Conway is the 17 machine of Tyler Blankenship. Row number 2 to the inside, the 60 machine. Taylor Morrison and Jacob Carey starts in the 4th spot. Rounding out the field, that 12 of Austin Murch. 6 laps. Heat races. This is number 1 of 2 for the senior mini dwarfs. You can just feel the anticipation. Actually, that was just a bug climbing up my neck. All right, let's go racing. Senior mini dwarf heat race number 1. Oh, there's contact, but they hold on to it. Oh, maybe a little bit of payback. I'll take you on the berm. 3 wide out of turn 4. Nice driving there by these youngsters. Tyler Blankenship out to an early lead. The 60 machine of Morrison is second. Battles for third. Conway losing that spot for the 2 machine of Carey, and now the 12 is going to make a move for the 4th spot. Birch up to 4th. 3 laps in, halfway. Battle for second here. Carey looking at the inside of the 60 machine, takes it over. Morrison fighting back, but Carey has taken the position away and now pulling away a little bit. White flag in the air for Blankenship at the 17 machine out of turn number 4. Takes the victory. And then there was one. One heat race left to go, and they pull away. I don't know where they're hiding all these mini dwarfs, because I keep getting convinced that they're not there. There he is, folks. The man, the myth, and the legend. They call him Baby Tom. And there's heat race number 2. 3 machine Mason Radcliffe starts on the pole with the number 86 M machine of Mallory Myers. Madison Myers starts 3rd in the 86 straight up car. 67P is Chloe Jones. And rounding out the field, the number 6 machine of Kennedy Cotton. Green flag. Here comes Pinkie Pie to the inside, making the move, taking over the 3rd spot. Battle for the lead. 6 machine had to start at the back. Kennedy Cotton all over the rear bumper of Radcliffe. Turn 1, door to door. And Cotton takes over the spot from Radcliffe. Woo, boy. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. 5. pinky senses tingling as the 67P rounds the corner. Lap 4 on the board. 2 laps to go. White flag. And out of turn number 4, the 6th machine of Kennedy Cotton takes the checkers. Ratcliffe, Jones, both 86 machines round out the field. Yes, I don't. Tommy?
Well, that was it. That was a mini Dwarf
main event. No, it was the heat race.
I was wondering what happened to the min mods.
They don't go till after the mini stocks.
Ah.
Mini stocks are next, by the way.
Min mods.
Here, I'll hand you this so you can play with it unless you want to film right now. What do you? All right, folks. Heat race number 1 for the mini stocks. Braden Rourke and the 1 machine starting on the pole with the 23W of David Waller. On the outside of row number 1, 1D machine of David Wolford, the 86 of Liam Myers, Jillian Mercer in the 2, the 01 of Caitlin Guest, and Carter Cherry in the 68 as we go green flag racing. Heat race number 1 of 3 for the mini stocks. Hold on to your hats because we're live on Facebook.
Here we go. Mini stock heat number 1. 19 of these machines here this weekend.
Yeah, there's a lot of them.
Battle up front.
We talked to Wolford earlier, Tommy, that 1D machine. It's not a 10, it is a 1D. He was feeling real good about his piece tonight. Off the pace is the 23 machine.
Yeah, not sure what's going on with Waller.
Or maybe just fuel conservation as we have a battle for second starting to brew up.
Battle for 4th as well.
Carter Cherry in the 68 machine. The battle for second here as the number 86 of Myers chasing down the 2 legit machine of Mercer.
And
these are 8-lap heat races. And a big field of these mini stocks here tonight. Which is why, for those watching live on Facebook, we're just letting you guys know that, hey, we're out here tonight at the Bakersfield Speedway. You should join us all night long like those on lowbudget.tv are doing.
Now, Trevor, for the ones on Facebook, we need to show them this beautiful car.
That is what is that thing, Tommy?
A 1988 Dodge Colt.
Oh, what a stallion that thing is.
It's got handles on the hood.
I hope that's how the cars were made. Oh, Wolford gonna find a way around the 01 machine. The General Lee.
And what it's fun, Jeffrey, is this class is mostly Hondas and Acuras and all those type of cars, but not often do you see an old front-wheel drive.
Right. White flag is in the air, 1 lap to go. For the 1D machine of David Wolford. Second place is the number 1 of Braden Rourke. And out of turn number 4, checkered flag flies for the 1D. The car is one-dimensional. It's a lot harder than you think.
Yes.
Battle for third is going to come out of turn number 4. It is going to go to Cherry.
All right, at the line.
Over Mercer.
It could have been a different story on the exit.
So again, those on lowbudget.tv, you guys are good. You don't have to worry about any of this, but we do have a live look-in. It's a peek happening on Facebook right now where we're just giving you all an idea that, hey, we're live. We're here at Bakersfield Speedway. And Tommy, we have not 1, not 2, but 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 divisions of racing here tonight.
We've got a lot of racing for you folks tonight, so go ahead and grab a viewing pass on lowbudget.tv and join us. We got high definition, high quality, and standard definition, whatever you'd like to purchase per your internet connection. And we'll be happy to join with you at the races here from Bakersfield.
It's going to be a good night.
It is.
Feel it. we got a lot of competitive cars, even in the fields that are a little smaller. A lot of good pieces in there. So, Tommy, what do you say we go through the starting?
Here's the pole sitter, the number 70 Orange Machine, Roy Maynard Sr. to his outside, the points leader, the number 123W of Misty Warren. Row number 2 has a 57X of Stephen Lawler and the 15L of Eric Loya. Your final row has a 27 of Paul Schwarzenberger and the 68X of Steve Rourke.
All right.
Getting ready to go.
You fell off.
Green. We are racing these 4-cylinder Fury machines into turn number 1. Misty Warren,
the points leader,
is leading this one right now. Eric Lloyd in the 15L sideways. He's the only rear-wheel drive car out here. And people ask him all the time, why don't you do front-wheel drive like everybody else in the class? And he goes, no, I like slipping and sliding with that rear end.
Good on you, Loya.
Amy Tyning says, give the 57X a shout from Mom.
Okay, will do. Lap number 2 on the board. Battle for third here, getting hot.
You see the 123 Warren, the 68X. But here's the battle for the third spot. Paul Schwarzenberger to the inside of Roy Maynard Sr. Can this help the 57 of Lawler close in? Schwarzenberger throws it into turn number 3. Slides up. That'll be a mini stock slide job. And they keep it off the wall.
You know, I'm actually impressed with Loya. Like, not to put down his earlier days of racing, but I think he's starting to figure out that 15L machine.
Yes. The car is actually running on all 4 cylinders. And the car is actually looking pretty smooth. Looks like the driver is driving it smooth. And the 57X of Lawler is now slowly closing in on 4th place of Maynard. But up front, I think the 68X, Jeffrey, of Rourke might be closing in slowly but surely on your leader.
A little bit of smoke coming out of Warren's machine.
That just means it's got oil in it.
This is your battle for the lead on camera. White flag going to come out this time by.
And we know, Jeffrey, it's going to be a lot more tighter than this in the main event. 19 mini stocks racing it out with us here at Bakersfield Speedway.
You said it, Tommy. It's going to be a lot more tighter.
It's going to be a busy racetrack out there for 19, almost a full field, closing in on a B main for the mini stocks, but not tonight. Checkered flag waves. Warren, your winner. 2nd spot, Rourke. 3rd spot, Schwarzenberger when he crosses the line. 4th, Maynard. 5th will be Lawler, and Eric Loya is going to round out the field in that 15L Mustang Sally.
A lot more tighter. You know, there's a lot of things in this world that
is a lot more tighter.
That could be.
Mm-hmm. Eyeglasses, for one. You know, you wear out a set of eyeglasses, a bridge of your eyeglasses.
It's a lot more tighter.
A lot more tighter. A lot of things. A lot of things.
Yeah, well, eyeglasses was the thing I was thinking of, too.
Yeah. And that's usually when you go to get your eyeglass repair kit.
Right.
There's not a lot in life that get loose over time that you can just throw away and get a new one.
No.
Mini stocks, speaking of being tight. Tight wound up 4 cylinders.
All right. Well, Tommy, this is going to be the last heat race that we do show here on this live looking. So again, folks, those of you that are taking a peek here, lowbudget.tv, join us for the whole night. Lots of racing to come here. A lot of good racing. Like we said, IMCA Modified, Sport Mods out here. on top
16 sport miles.
Yeah. So, I mean, there's some decent fields out here that are getting ready to go for the night as we get ready to go for this race. But, again, this is the last heat race. After this, we're closing the curtains.
Ooh.
Shutting them.
Shutting them down, folks.
Starting
no
on
more
the,
peeping.
Starting on the pole.
Yeah.
The number 79 machine, Doug Shepard. Outside, row number 1, the 9 of Gene Glover. 7 machine is Lonnie Spiller, second place in points. And the 6 is Andy Boydston. Parker Cherry is the 14 machine. And the car, 75W, Brandon Wolford, he's here. We're missing someone.
I don't know.
We're missing the 6 machine of Boydston.
Whoa, wow. That's a heavy hitter right there.
Saving it. He's saving it.
Back of the pack, Jack.
Shepard. We talked to him a little bit about UFOs today.
The Hatchby driver.
And he said, stop. To quote
I don't know
him.
if he wants to believe in it. Well,
We
it's a
get
battle.
into some interesting conversations with the drivers in the pits, don't we?
We do, but that's why we talk to them, Jeffrey. They're one track mind. They're here to win. Anything else doesn't mean but a can of beans.
This is why I never made a great race car driver, because I like cans of beans.
Here comes Spiller.
Shepard leads, Glover second, and like you said, Spiller all over the rear bumper of the number 9 machine of Glover. 3 laps into this one, 5 laps to go in this 8-lap heat race. Glover going to have to do a little defense here to keep Spiller behind. Lonnie Spiller.
Now, just remember, folks, 19 of these cars on this 3rd mile.
Yeah. This race alone is gonna be worth the price of the live stream. Everything else is gonna be gravy. These drivers, these mini stocks, as you can see right now, these drivers are pushing it. Right now, they're able to put on these clean, sweet races. But man, you just wait till you see how lap traffic comes into play in these ones.
Oh yeah.
Shepard's getting some pressure here from Glover, Tommy.
Top 3 are all within arm's reach of this checkered flag.
Spiller goes wide. Glover protects. 2 laps to go. Shepard, Glover, Spiller. Low budget TV or
White flag.
1 lap to go for Shepard. No surprise to see that 79 machine up front. Glover and Spiller on the chase. Checkered flag going to come out. And it will be Shepard taking the victory over Glover and Spiller.
That was a good race right there.
75W going to take the 4th spot of Brandon Wolford and the 14 of Parker Cherry. Tommy, got to admit, a couple of these heat races showed me that some of these drivers are starting to really pick it up.
Yeah, they are. As you can tell, we're at the end of the season. The Bud Nationals are coming up here live on lowbudget.tv.
Yeah.
And that's definitely the biggest race of the season for a lot of these local drivers. And I want to give props to this number 14 machine. I think he crashed the wall pretty hard and broke some bones. I don't know what exactly.
Damn bones.
But Cherry and the number 14 machine back in action here tonight, so props on him.
Dim bones can dance.
So lowbudget.tv is the place to be if you want to see some live action from Bakersfield Speedway. Now, Jeffrey, I got one question for you.
What's that?
And for our audience.
What's that?
Should we let them see just one more race and the debut of a new class in Bakersfield? Brand new, never before seen. What do you think? Or do you think we'll probably get...
I mean, are we feeling generous? I mean, Tommy, this guy over here is blowing up. Like, I think he's having a mechanical issue.
Head gasket.
Yeah, you can see the. Well, now you can't see it.
He's blowing a head gasket.
He did though. So, what do you think?
I think just for the sake of history, we should.
For the sake of history.
Yeah, we're gonna get our ass chewed later on, but for the sake of history, Jeffrey, I feel like we should document potentially history.
I'm debating if I should go any further with the joke that's in my head right now. But maybe I'll just leave it as
This
Ask
class
Jude.
is so brand new that they have left an I out of the name on purpose.
They did. Can we talk a little? Well, actually, Tommy, I want to mention this real quick. We just saw the mini stocks race.
Yes.
And in that last race was Lonnie Spiller, second place in points. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Talking to them in the pits. Lonnie seems like she's just here to go for the win, and the points will fall as they do. 38 points separate the top two. That is the difference of 19 positions on track between now and the finish.
Yeah.
And I think they have 2 races to go, including tonight's race. So one after tonight. But what I find interesting is Gary Spiller. He's totally keeping an eye on those points.
Oh, yeah.
And Lonnie's won a championship in the mini stock. So where do you think, do you really think Lonnie is really not paying attention to the points as best as she can?
She's won a championship before, Jeffrey. She's been there. She's done that. I do think she is paying attention, but I think what she means to say is she's not paying attention as much as potential first-time champion Misty in the 123W.
Misty is definitely doing all the math on that one. So,
and I think that's part of it. Jeffrey is,
Well, it's funny too because Misty said that
And this is a scaled down version of an IMCA modified, meaning these are youngsters between the age to run a full-bodied stock car, 14 and I believe 11. So these are the in-between aged youngsters. And this is a min mod. So what it is, as you can see, the bodywork is identical to an IMCA modified. The chassis is pretty damn close as well. Now, the motors are of higher horsepower than a mini dwarf. I believe Briggs & Stratton or Yamaha engine in that one. As we get ready to go, one more to go. I thought we were ready. Well, on the pole in this one, the number 4 of Cade Lewis from Bakersfield. Kennedy Cotton to the outside from Bakersfield. Cole Forrester in the 111 from Bakersfield. 17 Tyler Blankenship from Bakersfield. And the 68S of Sonny Simpkins from, you guessed it, Bakersfield.
Oh, wow. Actually, I'd guessed wrong. So, Tommy, a couple of these drivers already have heat race wins underneath their
Yes,
belt.
that's true.
Blankenship in the 17 machine, Cotton in the 6.
It's going to be, Jeffrey, this is history in the making. And I want you to feel like you have seen it all when you watch this heat race.
This will be a 6-lap heat race.
6 laps, 5 cars, and there's more on the way. According to what we've heard, there might be upwards of 10 cars freshly built and ready to roll as we go. Not ready.
You're just so excited.
I am, Jeffrey. I mean, I love it. We were at Mason Moran when they debuted the NASCAR Craftsman Super Truck Series.
And we see that didn't go anywhere, so what are we bothering with right now? No, yeah, Tommy, I agree. It's always exciting to see a new division come into play, and obviously, got to just hope for the best.
Well, these kids are ready, man. They're going faster than they should under pace laps, and I think this will cause an issue. 1 to go, says the flag man. So, and you're going to see these cars. We talked to some of the drivers' parents, and they were saying, this is going to relate to a full-bodied stock car, meaning modified. You're going to have to be on the wheel throughout the entire lap, unlike the mini dwarf, so you point it straight. This one's going to slip and slide around like a real modified as we go green.
First laps of competition for this division.
On the pole and out in the front is the number 4 machine of Cade Lewis. And they're slinging it into the corner, as you can see. It's only a matter of time, folks, before we see these drivers dueling it out here at the Bud Nationals, or at Boone, or at the Duel in the Desert. That's in lost wages. Cade Lewis, your leader right now. Second spot is the number 6 of Kennedy Cotton. Third spot battle, you see the 17 and the 111 machine, Cole Forrester, and the 17 of Blankenship. Sonny Simpkins rounds out the field, the number 68S machine. White flag waves. for the number 4 of Cade Lewis. Has himself a good 6-7 car length lead in around turn number 4. The first ever win in this class of mid-mods. And it is Cade Lewis in the number 4 machine. Taking it to the history books, Jeffrey. And with that, we will cut our live look-in on lowbudget.tv. If you want to check out the rest of the night's action, go to low.
I'd like to discuss something that you mentioned a little bit earlier.
Okay.
You mentioned that there was a driver named Robbie Sawyer.
Yeah.
And he was standing next to a sign.
He was. So if for those of you on our Facebook page or happen to like and subscribe, you'll see what we're talking about. There's a No Crybaby sign that somebody overnight posted up. It was not the tracks doing it all. They were as surprised as we were when we pointed it out. They're like, what are you talking about? Somebody posted a No Crybabies Allowed sign. And here's what it looks like. And on the baby rattle, it has the number 198 for Robbie Sawyer. See the 198 on the baby rattle?
I sure do. So yeah, we saw this as we drove in, and we were laughing because we immediately knew it had to be someone in the competition that did this one. And yeah, Tommy, drivers messing with drivers a little bit, right?
Oh yeah.
Nothing out of the norm. We see this stuff kind of play out all the time.
So then on that same thread, if you look on our Facebook page, you see a picture of Robbie Sawyer next to his sign.
So he's playing. So he took a picture with it?
Oh yeah, he's having just as much fun as we are.
Very nice. Well, Tommy, we got 6 of these machines ready to go. Starting up front. When you were using this, did it keep going back? Did you have that issue? Where the page kept going back to this one?
Oh, I'm sure I messed up.
No, I had that issue a little bit. All right, you ready?
I'm ready.
Starting on the pole, the number 12 machine of James Cecil. Outside of him, the 04M of Austin Manzella. Row number 2, the 4 of Garrett Jernigan, and the 40 of Nick Spainhoward. And final row, the 0Z of Dale Coons out of Buckeye, Arizona. And the 51 of Vaughn Bandera out of Atascadero, California. Green flag, 8-lap heat race time. Manzella takes the lead over. Can you tell we got to the fast division or one of the fast divisions? Because I'm like, man, these guys are flying. Manzella looking really strong early on in this race. Jernigan looking for the second spot. Spainhauer trying to follow through on that inside line. Cecil holds it up top. That number 12 machine in the battle for second. Lap number 2 of 8. Every heat race from this point forward, 8 laps. Ooh. Tommy, would you qualify James's luck as bad luck?
A lot of the times, yes.
Is it bad luck that's just completely out of whack, or do you think some of it's a little bit circumstantial in the sense of maybe getting aggressive?
I think that he is an aggressive driver. I think that's what we all expect out of the 12 machine.
That's what we love about the 12 machine?
Yes, we do. But I think what happens is he's always in the right place at the wrong time, it seems like, or something happens freakishly in front of him, and there's no way around it.
That's what it feels like. It feels like Cecil, he'll get aggressive, but it doesn't feel like he's doing anything that warrants, like, well, that happened. And look at this great battle for the second spot. Manzella takes the white flag, just absolutely dominating this heat race. And Jernigan, they give each other room. Perfect example of James racing his competition real well. Look at this, 3 wide down the back straightaway as Manzella takes the victory. Who's gonna finish up top? Second spot goes to Jernigan. Cecil in third. Spainhauer, Bandera, and Coons.
Here we go. Heat number 2 for the IMCA Sport Mods on the track right now. The number 3M Jeff Miller bringing the field to the green. Joey Dominguez on the number 85 on his outside. The 09 Brian Holder's big smoke coming out from the 83 of Jason Nation. That doesn't look to slow him down. I don't see a trail of fluid. But you he's out of speed and pulling into the infield. Brylan Holder, Jeff Miller battling for the lead.
Uh-oh, contact in the back.
Dominguez getting climbed. He slips up in front of the 33 of Kilkenny. Trying to take a
smell there. That smells like oil.
Yeah, it does. Burning oil. And also in this field, the number 18 of Chris McKellar. Holder throws it in hard, turn number 3. He's looking to the inside of Miller. Here comes McKellar down low, Jeffrey. He's battling for the second spot now. Throws it in hard into turn number 1 and 2. Good 3-car battle up front. Oh, more battle behind. Dominguez and Kanky battle up front again, turns 1 and 2. Holder is there. He's trying to the inside of Miller. Battle for the lead through turns number 3 and 4. Lap number 6, 2 to go.
Miller's doing everything he needs to do to hold off Holder.
Looking high, looking low, the 09, but you're right, Jeffrey, the 3M of Miller. Keeping his groove and keeping it solid. White flag waves, 1 more to go. Holder going to try the high side. Now he goes and puts it up against the wall, bounces off, comes down the back straightaway with a run into turn number 3. Looks down low, but it'll be the 3M of Jeff Miller holding off Brylan Holder for the win. Third spot, McKellar. 4th, Dominguez. 5th, Kanky. Nation does not finish.
All right. I want you to take a look at this cushion. And I want you all to get an idea of just how wide that 09 went and what that did for me.
Oh, yeah.
See those tire marks? Look how close he got up to the wall.
Yep.
That confirmed to me.
That we got a racy racetrack.
I was going to say that he's a holder.
That he's holding. He also might have
when
taken
I saw
down,
that, I went, yep, he's a holder.
He also might have taken down our camera. Nope, it's still there.
Barely. All right. You might want to adjust the race to 88B of Ryan Bledsaw. Jumps an early lead. 44, that change of Holder. Chasing him down, looking on the high side. But to the inside with some contact. The 55 looks for the lead. That is mighty Matt Lewis. 3AC of Austin Kiefer tries to make something happen here. Through the center of the turn. Bledsaw still there. Lewis is in the hunt. Also in this field time with the 2X machine of Colin Hibden. I don't know about you, but that kid looks kind of young.
Oh, yeah. He's racing the Mod Lights. Now he's in the modified Sport Mod.
Nice. Good battle going on here for the second spot. Kiefer holds the lead. DeVolder looks at the inside of Bledsaw. Not going to make it happen there. Lap number 3 on the board. It's incredible to me how some people can look so much like other people. And I can tell you that Daryl Hood does look like... Oh, wait. Daryl, that's Daryl, right?
Yeah.
Totally reminds me of my uncle.
Yeah, right?
Kiefer, our leader. Oh, contact between DeVolder and Bledsaw. Gave him a shot into turn number 3. 6 laps down, white flag will fly for the last time in the heat races for the Sport Mods tonight with the number 3 AC machine of Austin Kiefer. 1 lap to go. Good run here for Lewis, Tommy. We talked with them in the pit area. They were talking about the difference between these cars and just about anything they had done leading up to this. Checkered flag for Kiefer. Lewis does take second. Bledsaw, DeVolder, Hibden. It was interesting because we heard not just their team, but a couple teams talking about how setting these cars up, they kept mentioning the bars.
Yes, there's a lot more bars on the back compared to leaf springs.
Yeah, I loved, who was it that we were chatting with?
Oh, the 13 of Flippo's crew.
Yeah, give me those leaf springs, man.
Yeah, I can understand those.
Now, granted, those are also teams that grew or developed on asphalt.
Yes,
so
true.
They're like, what the heck?
What's not going to change, or what is going to change, is our division on track. It'll be the IMCA stock cars as we get ready for heat race number 1. It'll be the 26 of Steven Johnson. To the outside, the number 76 of Tyler Johnson. Mike Hill Jr. in the 59. The 111 of Chad Johnson. Troy Petit in the 45. And the number 2 of James Elliott in the 6B, Gene Hendricks, rounding out the field.
Is this the one heat race for these cars?
One and done. So, they're the car that is invisible on the track right now. It does not exist. And that is a yellow car in the back of the field, the number 99 of Don Mead.
Where?
Who
I don't
is
see him.
testing out, yeah, who's smoking already. Who's testing out a brand new hobby stock. So this car is not going to get scored anything tonight. He's only allowed to trail the field.
Good shakedown, though.
Tyler Johnson, your leader right now in the number 76. It's an all Johnson top 3 right now. Steven Johnson in the second spot. Chad Johnson in the 111 and third. Mike Hill Jr. fourth. Petit in fifth.
Not supposed to pass anymore.
Yeah, calm down there. IMCA stock cars, Jeffrey. We've seen these cars put on some good shows, and it seems like it's the Johnsons that can care less with their family.
It's incredible to me. I've never seen family race each other so hard. Although I say that, and I guess last week I saw a not Johnson family race each other pretty hard for a win.
Very true.
That'd be the Tunney family.
It's going to be an exciting main event if this is how it's going to continue on after this heat race. But here you see Steven Johnson to the inside of Tyler Johnson. Battle up front for the lead right now. Lap number 6 on the stripe, 2 to go. Steven Johnson down low. He's got a taste of victory in this class many times over. Tyler Johnson in the number 76 to the outside. White flag waves, and we're almost door to door out of turn number 4.
You can tell Don Mead's an American stock driver because he's smoking up the field in his hobby stock.
Yes, he is. Born and bred.
This is the American stock setup you see going down the front.
Checkered flag on the exit of turn number 4. Is there side by side, but Tyler Johnson will grab it over Steven Johnson. And I think we have a 1980s Cup driver in the grandstands right now. That could be Morgan Shepherd in his younger days.
You know he had gold wheels today?
Morgan Shepherd did?
Yeah. That's when everyone knew he was a contender. All right, we got one division left of heat races to go. And Tommy, it's 8:15 already. I had to keep reminding myself that this started at 7. You and I have been in Bakersfield all day.
We have been all day, but we got to go for the first time ever to Dwarf.
Yeah, that was cool. A neat little treat.
If ever you're in Bakersfield and you want some ice cream or candy, stop into the world-famous 100-year-old Dwarfs.
Tommy, we have a rivalry fight in the pits. They are sorting it out. You can see them. It was a dangerous game.
We're probably figuring out the starting lineup right now.
You got to be careful with that rock, paper, scissors, man. This is aggressive. Very aggressive. See, that's how the mini Dwarfs sort things out.
That's right. All righty.
I got to call my lawyer.
Sweet James.
Well, folks, it is time for heat race number 1 in the IMCA Modifieds. Justin Dunn, that 14J. No, they didn't like this start. So, ignore what's happening.
Back him down, back him down.
14J machine of Justin Dunn starts on the pole with the 13 of Jerry Filippo, 11X of Kyle Heckman, 17N of Steve Nolan, 1P is Brad Pounds, the 198 machine of Robbie Sawyer, and rounding out the field, the 22D of Ryan Daves.
Robbie Sawyer won last night at somewhere in the IMCA All-Star Modified Tour.
Calistoga?
Calistoga, good job.
Thank you.
If you guys want some...
There should be a Western movie called Calistoga.
There probably is.
All right, let's try this again. Let's see if Justin Dunn behaves. Green flag. Didn't like that one. Oh, how about we go 3 wide for the lead?
I like it.
Flippo in the middle. Heckman in the inside. Dunn fighting hard on that outside line. It's tied out of turn number 4. Some contact. Why not? Flippo and Dunn continue to rise for the lead. Dunn gets turned. Hits the tractor tire. Caution.
Nolan was not having it.
Well, now Dunn has 5 tires.
He does. He picked up a spare along the way. Look at that. The right front's stuck.
Well,
All the Dustin
Timpa.
all the Dustin Juns fans at home right now.
Dustin John fans.
When I first said it, I knew I screwed up, so I just continued on with it.
Hey, sometimes you got to just keep your foot in the gas to save it.
And Nolan did that, but he took out Dunn. That'll put him to the rear of the field.
Yeah, and now Dunn is going to continue. That 14J machine.
Bella Terror goes to the back.
So,
But Justin Dunn's family not going to be happy to see him stuck on the tire. But guess what? He's off, and we're going to be back to racing here this time. Bye. I think either a truck's falling apart or a race car is. Listen.
I think it's, I mean, I know the truck is. I'm just guessing it's also a modified that we're hearing.
A ticky, 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 ticky.
Room in the ticky, 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 ticky room. Where all the birds sing words and the flowers bloom. As we get ready for the modifieds to restart and zoom. Green flag. Lap number 1 restart. 7 laps to go. They've been to the inside of Flippo with an early move to the challenge. Sawyer in third. Going to go to the outside of Heckman. Flippo going to take away that line from Heckman. Driver and team have just been looking for any sort of luck. Also racing hard is Nolan and Dunn. They're getting kind of crazy, but the battle for the lead is the one to watch. Heckman down to the outside of Flippo. Flippo fights hard, gets into him a little bit. And the front straightaway. Heckman holds on and takes over the lead. And Scott Pounds takes over third. Now Sawyer to the inside of him. As they duel. Flippo's losing a couple pieces. Oh, and some contact there. They keep it going straight. A great save by these drivers.
I don't know how that worked out.
I don't know if it did yet, but I'm with you. Flippo, Sawyer, Nolan, all racing for the 3rd position. Flippo maybe starting to feel, looks like something's wrong with that 13 machine. Could be a tire going down. A lot of contact there.
I'm not sure, dude.
He doesn't want to lose their decollete piece. Wide flag in the air for Kyle Heckman. Interesting enough, the number I have written down here says 11X. I don't know if I believe that. That looks like X to me. What do you think?
I think it looks like an X2. I think so.
8 laps complete. Heckman, the winner. Let's do it.
On the pole in this one, that is Dynamite Dave Phibbs in the number 22 machine to his outside. The number 28P, that is John Piker. I screwed up on Dave's nickname. It was Diamond Dave.
What did you say?
Dynamite. It works either way.
Man.
The 2J, Justin Schweitzer to the inside of row number 2. To his outside, the 1 doubly hang on. The 11 double X.
The 1
Jeez.
doubly X. That's good. I take that. Double 1X.
go. Rob Sanders, the Sandman. Row number 3 has the 175 of Ethan Dotson, the 9J of Jordan Hager, and rounding out the field are another traveler from down south, the number 50 of Steven Fangmeyer. Bam Bam is what we call him.
He's just looking for some luck.
Oh, and we're banging at the start. A lot of drivers on the brake. Hager's going to get the worst end of it. Schweitzer's going to go up the track 3 wide for second spot. Diamond Dave Phibbs going to lead lap number 1. No, he's not. It'll be Schweitzer taking the 2J machine to the front, lap number 1. Battle back here. Sanders getting into the back of the 28 of Piker. Dave Phibbs up high. He's pushing. This race kind of has a creepy crawly to it.
Yeah.
I mean, it seems like some of these drivers are tiptoeing, but trying to go as fast as they can while doing so. Piker off the track, the 28P machine has had some sort of an issue, and he figured that he might as well pull it off now. Schweitzer, by the way, is about a corner or a straightaway lead over the second spot of Sanders, third spot Dodson, and Hager, who kind of got a foul start, is battling with Bam Bam, Steve Fangmeyer. Fangmeyer from Paris Auto Speedway, as well as Justin Dunn. Good to see the travelers coming up to support the night of racing at Bakersfield. You see the Red Rocket, the 2J of Schweitzer.
Good name for it here tonight. That rocket, man, that thing is a straightaway lead over the second spot.
That thing's hooked up and going places. The white flag waves. Schweitzer into turns number 1 and 2. It kind of got all crazy at the start, but he was the man who threaded the needle, took the lead, and never looked back. Schweitzer out of turn number 4, coming to the checkered. Heat number 2 for the IMCA modifier. Second spot goes to the 11 double X of Sanders. Third spot Dodson. Fourth spot Phibbs. Fifth spot Fangmeyer. And 6th, the 9J of Hager. And Piker did not finish. With that, Jeffrey, we're done with heats.
All done. So for those that watch this tape delayed on YouTube, thank you for tuning in. A reminder that you can watch all of the racing on lowbudget.tv live, because if you're watching this on YouTube delayed, that means you missed the main events.
You did. And there's only one way to watch it, on www.lowbudget.tv.
Good news for them, though, Tommy. We have the replay up available. So
yes, we do.
So they can check that out at this stage. But again, for those watching on YouTube, thanks for tuning in. We're Low Budget TV, and we'll see you at the races.